what's new in the music world for you?
Well, I am releasing my single tonight, probably in about 21 minutes. Actually, in 1 minute. That's crazy. It's called On His Face. I'm excited. I have not dropped a single in a little while, so everybody has been just anticipating it and looking for new music from me. So it'll be out in right now. And the video is out. I'm excited. So if y'all have not seen On His Face, because it will be out when y'all see this video, go check it out. Go run it up. Go tell everybody you know. And yeah.
Now, what was the break with music for?
Well, I didn't really take a break. I never took a break. I never took a break. Now, did I go a little bit without dropping music? Yeah, but if that's happening or if there's ever a time where I'm not dropping consistently, I'm working. Like I'm putting something together or I'm putting something, together piece by piece maybe, or it's taking me some time, So, now I'm dropping a project. So all this time I've just been working and putting it together and I can finally give it to the people.
Now, this single, which derives from this project you're mentioning here, care to share the title to that?
The title of the song is On His Face. I feel like a lot of women can relate to that. And if not, that's okay too. But a woman like myself, it's a great song for me. And, the males might like it too. Men might like it. They might like the beat. They might like the drums. I don't know. I'm just here to provide the vibes. But it's called On His Face, and I'm excited about it being out.
Now, don't want to confuse you here, but is there a title to the project that's associated with this song as well?
There is a title to the project, but I have not yet released that. But I will very soon.
And when you do, where can those in the audience find that information?
They can find that information on my Instagram and on my Twitter. Those will be two places that I will announce the project, the name, the release date, all of that.
You've mentioned the IG screen name previously in another portion of questions, but not X, which is formerly known as Twitter.
Right.
Care to share that screen name and your IG once again in case those in the audience didn't see the previous footage?
Yeah, my X or my Twitter is the same thing, at Real Erica Banks, and my Instagram, again, is at Real Erica Banks.
What's the last song you listened to before this game?
The last song that I listened to,
Whether it was yours or someone else's.
it was probably my song. It had to be. It had to be, because I was getting ready before I got here.
Do you recall what that song
It was my song. Duh, the fuck. It was my song. It was On His Face. Yeah, it was the new single.
And how does that song go?
You want me to perform it?
It's up to you.
I don't want to perform it.
Okay, just curious there. Now, what's the last song you had on repeat? Played it multiple times.
It's called Kaylani. It's like popular on TikTok right now. I forget the artist's name. Lord, forgive me, Jesus. But it's called Kaylani, and I love it. I love it so much.
What's the last song you put someone onto?
It's on my project. I can't tell you.
Okay, unreleased
Yeah.
at this point. And the title is unreleased at this point as well.
Right.
What's the last song you hated? Couldn't stand, bugged you, bothered you?
Damn. Can we skip that?
Yes, we can. What's the last song that gave you the chills?
It's called On My Way by Tonio Hall. Please say I'm saying your name right. But yeah, it's called On My Way.
And what led to that occasion? What was that? What was it about that song that gave you the chills?
It was his voice. I found it on TikTok too. But once I went to his Instagram, I was like, oh shit, people really fucking with him. So shout out to Antonio.
And you mentioned TikTok a couple times throughout this segment of questions. For those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your screen name on that social media platform as well?
The same as everything else. My TikTok is at Real Erica Banks.
Now, what's the last song you sat on someone's face with?
Ooh, I don't know the name of the song, but cause he was playing it, so he had turned it on. So, yeah.
But there was some music involved.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of music, speaking of sex, things of that nature, have you had sex to your own music?
Absolutely. It's on the playlist. Yeah, it's on the playlist.
Now, what is that like? And think here, for those in the audience that are not recording artists, but wondering, what's that like to hear your own voice while you're having sex?
Like, to hear your own music while you fucking, that shit lit. Like, that shit is hard. Like, imagine, like, don't imagine me. Don't imagine me. Like, just imagine an artist. No, fuck that. Imagine you. You do music, right? You gonna make a rap song. Like, it don't even have to be a sex song. It could be like some trap shit and y'all just in there like going crazy to the trap shit. She a trap bitch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be like fucking to the beat. That's hard too. But me personally, it's only one song that I listen to of mine when I be fucking. Cause I feel like it's, you know, it's the only valid song to fuck to, you know, of mine. But yeah, I don't think I wrote that man's face to my song. I ain't wrote his face. But I mean, with my new single being On His Face, now I feel like I gotta write his face to my song because it's called On His Face. You know what I'm saying?
Care to share the name of that other song you're referencing here?
It's it's called Work. It's on my project, Diary of the Flow Queen. So, ladies, if y'all ever curious, y'all want to just, you know what I'm saying, get your little vibe and get your little yeah. It's called Work, Diary of the Flow Queen, Erica Banks. But, like, do that, but also stream On His Face while you on his face.
And with that being said, have you ever tested out unreleased new music when having sexual intercourse?
You know what? I was just thinking about that, and I was going to tell you, no, I haven't done it yet, because I got a new song that I just recorded the other night, and I feel like it's time to do something to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to go ahead and, like, get fucked to it, but I haven't because I don't know. I don't like to just always play my unreleased music for everybody. You know, it's like I'm letting you into a different world. Like, I don't want to fuck him to some unreleased shit and then he hear it come out and then he feels special. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want him to feel like, oh, yeah, I heard some work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want him to feel like that. So, but I'm going to probably do it to that one song I just did.
Have you had requests from the other person involved for your music, where they put it on, where they wanted to put it on?
Absolutely. And I'll be like, no, I'm not finna play it because it's not out.
Now,
God.
total opposite here. What's the last song you cried to? Shed a tear, perhaps.
I don't know. It's been a minute since I did that. It's been a minute. I couldn't even tell you. I really don't know.
Now, winding down here. What's the last song you performed?
The last song I performed was it I Ain't Fresh? Because I just did a performance in Texas, and I did like 3 songs. I'm trying to remember what the last song was.
Yes, the very last
I think the
one.
last song was I Ain't Fresh. Yeah, people are familiar like with that song too. If they listen to my music, like they know about I Ain't Fresh. But yeah, that was the last song.
And what was the reaction to that song's performance?
You know what? People really liked that song. Like, they knew the words. I was in Wichita Falls, Texas. They knew the words. They was twerking with me. You know, we was cousins. We was family in there. We had a great time. So, yeah. Stream I Ain't Fresh too, y'all.
Do you recall the name of that venue?
I don't remember the name of the venue, but I had a great time.
And what's the last song you played your fans would be surprised to hear you listening to?
Let me think about my playlist. You know what? I actually like Taylor Swift a lot. I like a lot of Taylor Swift. I like Katy Perry. Who else? And then, you know, it's them songs that you like, but you don't know who the artist is, but they just in your library and you just don't know. Yeah, I got some songs like that too. But yeah, shout out to Taylor and Katy.
And finally, what's the last song you want to hear before the world ends?
I thought you was going to say Before I Have Sex. Okay, Before the World Ends, the last song I want to hear, it's going to have to be a song of mine. But you know what? I don't want the world to end, so, like, I don't know what song that would be. You know, I don't ever want the world to end. But if it had to,
we're speaking hypothetically here.
Okay.
Last song
it would have to be, nah, you know what? It wouldn't even be my song. It would be a Beyonce song. It would be End of Time. We going to go out. Because if you hear the beat, Like, and how, like, the beat is structured, like, it gives, like, you know, like, it's the end of the world. So, yeah, it would be End of Time by Beyonce.
And just for transparency, do you know any of these other recording artists you mentioned here in this portion of questions personally by any chance?
Like, do I know them? Have I met them?
Yes.
No, but I would love to meet Beyonce. Can you set that up? Is that a thing? Like, could you do that? Is that possible? I feel like you could.
We'll work on that.
Let's do it.